Hey guys, me Dave. It's 1/26/2021. So not too much going on. They kind of laid off me today as far as the targeting goes. I made a decision, which is kind of a hard decision to make about the van. I called the junkyard up to come get the van. Because I was doing the pros and cons and stuff of the van, and it needs brake work. There's no brakes at all. It needs front end work, and I think the tranny's going on it, so it needs like a ton of work. And I only bought it for $1,000, and I got over 3 years out of it. So I figure it's time for it to go. You know, so I was waiting all day. They were supposed to come today and tow it away, and they were gonna give me $150 for it, which would go in my savings account towards another vehicle. But they didn't call, so they didn't call me back. So hopefully tomorrow they'll call and come get the thing, so I don't get a ticket on it, or the police tow it away or something. But as far as targeting, not much going on. They actually kind of laid off on me. I mean, they got hit a little bit. They're still doing it. They're like, we're here. We're here. We're here for you. you know. So anyway, I want to talk about something. If you're pet lovers, and you love your pets, your dogs, your cats, whatever pet you have, hamster, whatever. I came across Joe Rogan on his, all his interviews are on YouTube, and they were talking about pets and stuff. I'm just bringing this up because I lost a couple pets. The last 3 years, I lost both my dogs. I lost my yellow lab to cancer a little over a year ago, and I lost my Doberman Pinscher a couple, I don't know, it was probably over 2 years ago now and stuff. And these guys were talking about losing pets. They lost their dogs, and I'm telling you, they are human. These grown ass men were crying over losing their pets. And I can totally relate to that because, I've done the same thing. When I lost my Doberman at 13 and a half and I lost my yellow lab, he was only about 7 or 8 and he had cancer, which is common for labs. He started spitting up blood and all this stuff. I had no idea he was sick until it was too late. We couldn't do anything for him. We couldn't do, he had cancer of the spleen. The doctor's like, well, we could take out the spleen, but the cancer's going to come back. It's guaranteed to come back. So if they took out the spleen, the doctor was in there because he thought something was stuck in his stomach. That's why he was throwing up blood and all this stuff. Well, turned out when he opened him up, he seen all the cancer. I mean, he said it was really bad, and they could take out the spleen, but it's going to come back, and he'd probably still only have about 6 months to live. So I was watching Joe Rogan and Kevin Smith interview, and these guys were crying their eyes out over their dogs, and I'm telling you, I could totally relate. My Doberman was tortured horribly when I was getting hit hard. These guys don't care. My Doberman was tortured. It takes a real man to torture a 13-year-old dog. I want to see who in the hell is doing this to me. Buddy, my lab, didn't really seem like he was getting tortured. I think he was getting hit, maybe remote neuromonitoring, but they gave my Doberman voice to skull. She would jump on the bed and her ears would go down like somebody was talking to her. Voice to skull. Like, don't go to him, and you know, it was unreal when I was getting hit super, super hard. So this is kind of a pet video. I'm sorry for that, but I was watching this video and these guys were crying. They're crying over their dogs, and I can totally relate. We lost a lot of dogs here in the last few years. They tortured, and I wish I would have handled this differently. They tortured my relative's dog, and she's involved and she helps them out, and they tortured that dog almost to death. We had to put her down. These guys, they don't care about anything or anybody. They care about themselves and their own selfish selves. That's what they care about. I'm telling you, we went through it. I've been through this shit, you guys. With my pets and all this stuff. I said on a video, and all this stuff before. Tanner's only a little over a year old. If they touch him, I'm gone. I'm out of here. I will throw myself so fast out of here, it'll make their goddamn head spin. So, they better not touch our dogs now. We got 4 dogs and they're all young. They touch my dog, I'm out of here. I will throw a fit and I will throw my ass out of here. I don't care if I come back or not. I'm not going to sit here and watch my dog being tortured by these son of a bitches, So, anyway, it's kind of a pet video. I'm sorry for that. It's just, it brought back lots of memories. I came across this interview with Joe Rogan and Kevin Smith, and they were talking about pets and all this stuff. Other TIs talk about their pets getting hurt and stuff like that. Why did they do that? For responses, reactions out of you, I guess. Why did they have to do that? Do they have to really do that? Do they have to hit a 13-year-old dog? These guys, I'm telling you, I'll tell you something. These guys ever end up in prison, they're going to get their ass raped by someone bigger and badder than them. And I tell them that. So they better watch out. They think they're untouchable. These guys think they're untouchable. They're not. So anyway, I'm going to cut this off. When it comes to my pets, man, don't mess with my pets. You know what I mean? And stuff. And there's a lot of good people out there that are human and they have emotions. And us as humans, we have all kinds of emotions, sadness, happiness, many, many more emotions when you're human. These guys aren't human. I mean, they are, but they're not, they don't have any feelings, and stuff. So, anyway, I'm going to cut this off. I didn't mean to make a video like this, but, I love animals. I don't want anybody's animals getting hurt. Even when I see stuff online about animals being experimented on in laboratories and stuff like that, I want to advocate for those animals. Feeling like myself is living in the cage and stuff, I can totally relate to these animals, and they don't deserve to go through this, just like we don't deserve to go through this. So anyway, I'm going to cut this off, and I'll talk to you guys later.